Hello everybody. My name's Warrior Cowboy and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I'd do another Division 2 build video because I saw how much you guys liked the last one. Thank you so much for the support on that. And today I figured I'd do my new mainstay go-to easy mode style build. And what it is, I've never actually seen anyone else running a build like this in all my time playing this game, and I've been really enjoying it. So, I call it the skill tank. And what it is what it sounds like. It's a skill build, and it's a tank build. I have 4 skill tiers right now. I don't have all of my gear, fully optimized to what I want it to be. So I only have 4 skill tiers, but I do have 1.7-ish million armor. When I get this build the way I probably want it, I'll probably have all 6 skill tiers and about 1.3 to 1.5, depending on my rolls and everything on how I'm able to get it. But my skills hit hard, my assault rifle hits hard, and I have plenty of survivability. And to me, that is what means the most in this game, is your survivability. And obviously, time to kill is nice and everything, but at the same point in time, max DPS don't mean all that much if you're dying or dead. So if you're having to take cover, stop shooting at people and heal up, or if you just straight up die, you're not doing any DPS at that point in time. This build allows for getting out of cover, pushing the enemy instead of the enemy pushing you, doing a lot of damage, killing the enemies as fast as you can, and still having that survivability and tankiness. So, let's go through the build. Let's see how the breakdown goes, and then I'll get into a gameplay, run a mission, and show you how it works out in the field. So, let's get into it. Starting off here, you'll see we are running the Technician Specialization. That allows me to have a skill tier for free. That's pretty much the only reason why I'm using it. I'm not using the launcher. I do get access to the EMP grenades, which helps out with the dogs and the track tanks and everything. Makes it a little bit hard. Makes them a little bit harder to kill than just a normal human NPC. But hey, an EMP grenade for free, a skill tier for free. That's why I'm using it. Going down to the weapon, I'm not using the secondary or the sidearm all that much. If I were to use my sidearm, it's a TDI card custom, and it does give me that +1 skill tier, so I'd be at 5 skill tiers instead of 4. But that's only while I have the pistol out and active. That's not happening. So, again, that's the one that I have slotted in here, but I'm not using it, so I'm not getting that free skill tier. The reason why is I'm using the capacitor. It's one of my favorite exotics in the entire game. I think for any kind of skill build, in my opinion, it's the only option to go for. And here's why. It comes with this one I don't have optimized yet, but it's at 13.7 assault rifle damage, 11% damage to armor, and 9% damage to health. All very good attributes, all very useful in combat. But the reason I say this is number 1 for me and the only choice really for skill builds of any kind, whether they're hybrids or not, is because this makes your skill build a hybrid, period, end of story. Capacitance. Shooting enemies builds stacks to a cap of 40. Each stack grants 1.5% skill damage. After 5 seconds, the stacks decay at 1 per second. So, if you do the math on that, 1.5 times 40 is, what is that? Hang on. So I get a bonus 60% skill damage for free, just for shooting the enemy like I would want to be doing in normal gameplay anyway, because quite frankly to me, setting up my turret, sending my drone out, and then just staying behind cover is kind of boring. It kind of turns the game into PvE versus PvE. Sorry, I want to shoot my gun too. So as a further bonus for each skill tier, I gain 7.5% weapon damage. As of right now, like I said, I have 4 skill tiers. I have 3 on my armor and 1 from the specialty. So 7.5 even times 4 gives me a lot of extra bonus damage. So that's giving me 30% bonus weapon damage at what I have now. When I have it at a full 6-tier build, I will be doing, what is that? 45% bonus damage. So at a full 6-tier skill build, I get 45% bonus weapon damage and 60% bonus skill damage. It just period, end of story. Use the capacitor on your skill builds. It's so much easier, and it's not that hard of an exotic to get. I don't exactly. I think it comes out of the summit for just doing normal summit gameplay. So if you just dedicate a little bit of time to it, you'll get the capacitor, and you'll be that much better in your skill builds. So now onto the build itself. Starting with the mask, I'm using the Chill Out, which is the named Gila Guard mask. Normally this comes with a blue armor core on it. I rolled it to a skill tier because why not? The Gila Guard brand set bonus gives you a total 5% total armor buff. Always useful, especially for a tank setup like I have here. Again, I rolled the armor core attribute to a skill tier. This one just happened to come with 9.3% status effects. I would rather not have status effects there. I would rather have skill damage because I'm not applying that many status effects, if any. The cool thing about the Chill Out mask is it has 2 mod slots, and I put both mod slots as protection from elites. I do not have any 13 percenters, but I do have the 12 percenters, and that's been what I've had to work with for this whole time. So again, 1 skill tier, 9.3% status effects that I would like to have skill damage, but I don't have another Chill Out mask, and 2 12% protection from elites mods. Now moving on to the backpack, I'm using the Memento, which I have completely optimized to 15% weapon damage, 170,000 armor, and 1 skill tier. I have another 12% protection from elites mods on it, and of course you get the magnificent PvE talent of Kill Confirmed. Enemies you have killed drop a trophy on death. Collecting the trophies provides a short and long-term buff, the first of which scales with the number of core attributes equipped and lasts for 10 seconds. You get 5% weapon damage, 10% bonus armor, and 5% skill efficiency every time you pick up a trophy. Now remember, skill efficiency is cooldown times, damage, and duration. So your skills come off cooldown faster, they do more damage while they're active, and they stay active longer. Obviously the 5% weapon damage is nice, and the 10% bonus armor on 1.7 million armor is phenomenal. Now, for every trophy collected, this is the long-term effect, you gain an additional 1% weapon damage, 1% skill efficiency, and 0.1% armor regeneration for 300 seconds. Okay? So that means for 300 seconds, when you're at max stacks of, what is that, 30? 30 maximum stacks, you get an additional 30% weapon damage, 30% skill efficiency, and 3% armor regeneration. Okay? That's huge. And again, that 300-second timer resets at max stacks every time you pick up a new trophy. So if you're constantly being aggressive and you're out of cover, picking up those trophies, you're keeping that 30%, 30%, and 3% re-rolling and moving on. So that's massive. On this build, as I'll show you on the next armor piece, my chest piece, I get another 1% armor regeneration. bringing me up to a total of 4% armor regeneration on 1.7 million armor. So, Foundry Bulwark, the main core of this build, right? The Foundry Bulwark gear set. At 2 pieces, it gives me 10% total armor. At 3 pieces, it gives me that 1% armor regen and plus 50% shield health, with which we are not using because this is a DPS build. So I'm not using shields. I'm not using anything else. I'm out of cover shieldless, which is nice, by the way. And at 4 pieces, which we have makeshift repairs. Whenever you or your shield take damage, 20% of that amount is repaired to both over 15 seconds. So every time I take a damage, I'm getting 20% of that damage given back to me for free, just as natural healing. So the cool thing about the chest piece is I have improvised materials on the chest piece. Increases makeshift repairs from 20% to 30%. So now every time I take damage, I get 30% of that damage given back to me for free without needing to heal or anything. Every single one of my, or most of my Foundry Bulwark pieces are rolled to either a skill tier or armor. I have, like I said, 170,000 armor and 10% skill damage on the chest piece. I have it on the gloves, that 170 armor and the 10% skill damage. And I have it on the holster, as you can see there. On the knee pads, I got lucky enough to have almost maxed out 11.9% skill haste. So I was able to roll a skill tier on it, giving me my 4th skill tier. So I have 1 on the mask, 1 on the backpack, and now 1 on the knee pads. I need to get 2 more. So I have the holster and the gloves, or the holster and the chest piece. One of these 3 armor cores need to be rolled, or 2 of these armor cores, sorry, need to be rolled into the skill tier. But I need to find the Foundry Bulwark with skill damage on it in order to get that. And I would like to change that skill haste on my knee pads here to skill damage as well, because I really don't care about the cooldown as much with the Memento backpack. That helps me a lot with the 30% skill efficiency. My cooldowns are low enough as it is. I just want to have as much damage coming out of my skills as possible. So, and speaking of my skills, now that we're through the armor and the build itself, I'm running the assault turret with 6.6% skill haste. That's the only mod I have that really makes that much of a difference. And I'm running the striker drone with duration, health, and armor repair. Not that that does all that much for the striker drone. So my striker drone is doing an average of 44,795 before the buffs. And remember, I get efficiency out of this, which is damage, duration, and cooldown. And I get an extra 40% out of my capacitor when it's fully charged. So they're doing a lot more damage than the numbers say. And again, my cooldown on this is only 20 seconds on the drone. Generally, most of the fights are over, and I can have them on cooldown while I'm getting to the next fight. And you'll see that in the gameplay. My assault turret is doing 71,600 damage, and it has a cooldown of 19.2 seconds. So, and again, that's unbuffed. That's just base damage. And once I get the skill tiers up to skill tier 6, I will be doing more damage and have a little bit lower of a cooldown. But again, I'm more focused on the damage from my skills to finish the fight as fast as I can, less on the cooldown because my backpack is going to carry me through that. So, all told, I have 79,483 weapon damage on my capacitor. I only have 17.4% critical hit chance and 75% critical hit damage. That's fine. This is a skill build, so I'm relying on my skills to do a lot of the damage here, and I'm just using my capacitor to buff them that much more and still do weapon damage on top of it. 11% armor damage, not too much there. 9% health damage, that's fine as well. But the big thing is I have a 55% all weapons damage bonus, another no, where is it? 28.7% assault rifle damage bonus, so that's almost 75% bonus weapon damage there before you add in the skill tiers for the capacitor. And I also have 1,686,000 armor, 0 armor on kill, and 16,000 armor regeneration. This is base. This is with no stacks right now on my memento. That goes up quite a bit more because, again, I get another 3% on top of that. Let's see. I have 48% protection of elites. So any of the gold enemies that you see are doing right at half their normal damage, and I can just tank those all day long. I actually have more respect for the reds and the purples on this build than I do the golds, and you'll see that in my gameplay. And then we already went through the skills, the drone and the turret. So, that being said, I think I am going to head straight over here to, where is it? The Air and Space Museum. Show you a different mission that I like running. This one just so happens to be dropping Foundry Bulwark, so maybe we'll get lucky and get a Foundry Bulwark piece to drop with skill damage on it. So give me a second to fast travel over there, and I will show you how the build progresses from no stacks on the backpack to full stacks on the backpack, and show you just how tanky this build is while still being able to do damage and run heroic content solo. We'll see you in a few seconds. Alrighty, and we are here at the Air and Space Museum dropping Foundry Bulwark. We are on heroic, and I thought I'd add in that I am also running 3 directives. I am running Fog of War, which takes away my mini-map basically, so I don't see where enemies are coming from. I am running no regen, which does not allow my armor to naturally regen after combat, and again, my 4% armor regen is going to come into play there as well on the build. And I am also running special ammo, which means the enemies have a possibility, a chance at having special ammo to shoot at me, whether it's be explosive that does bleed damage, or fire ammo that catch me on fire, or shock ammo to completely immobilize me. Just to give it a little bit extra challenge here. None of the other directives that I could run really make sense for this build, but I figured we'd give this a try, and let's see how it goes.
The ramp to the parking garage looks like your best way in.
So we're gonna come in here, we're gonna set the drone up, we're gonna set the turret up here, and then we're gonna start lighting them up and getting those stacks in early. I'm going to try and set my turret up here, actually, so that I can get my, dodge the rockets here. Ow, that didn't dodge the rocket. So look at how little damage I took. That was a gold rocket that I just ate to the face. Dodge that rocket there. We'll throw this EMP grenade to get him to move a little bit. Kill that dude. Let's get these guys down here going here. Dodge that rocket. Kill the medic real quick if we can. Ow, I just ate another rocket to the face. And we'll start getting out of cover here as soon as we start getting some stacks up on our memento here, which we're gonna actually go and look at the bonus armor that I get. That's 1 trophy, filled me back up. 2, 3, 4. Look at this. I have all the ammo in the world now. Catch him on fire so he can't move. Kill him real quick, and we'll go kill this guy. Look at my bonus armor still.
Enemy drone.
Catch him on fire. Well, he can't armor. Can't heal us any. And we'll kill him too. Look at that. Alright, so now we kill our drone, let it go on cooldown. My turret's already off cooldown, and we'll keep heading on, right? And we're already full health. I haven't used a medkit. I'm not planning on using a medkit this whole match, right? So again, we're going to set our turret up. We're going to wait for our drone to come off cooldown, and we'll get it going too. So there's the drone. Look at how fast these guys died. That was, yeah. I mean, it's just
figure out what they're doing here.
easy mode. So again, I will fully cancel my abilities here. 19 and 18%, or 19 and 18 seconds cooldown. And grab the computer, and we'll move on to the next fight. And hopefully, by the time we get there, they're already off cooldown or close by. And again, the way I play this build is I
And blow the shit out of anything too dangerous.
tend to hide and cover a little bit. So, turret, drone, get our stacks back up on the capacitor, let them do their thing. I mean, look at my armor regen. I haven't taken all that much damage. That guy had special ammo. I'm at half armor now. This is just, it's so easy. That guy dropped his shit. And we're just keeping our stacks up at this point. Shoot. Look at my armor. I was fully broken there. And remember, I have 1.7 million armor. Kill that guy. I'm already full armor again. I'm not even close. You just get to tank stuff for free.
Keep moving. You still got 2 halls to clear.
Not what I'm looking for. Not what I'm looking for. And we move on. I mean, I'm out of cover now, right? I haven't used a single medkit yet. I was fully broken in that fight, and I'm fine. You know? So again, we're gonna set our turret up, and set our drone up, and send this guy up there. Now we're gonna blow that guy up. That guy will burn out now. Maybe. There we go. And these guys coming down here. Look at that. Look at this. I mean, I'm gonna push these guys because I can. Look at that. I don't care. I don't care. Beautiful. My skills get the kill on that one. And again, I'm going to cancel both skills and be moving on to the next fight. weapons case here. Nothing I need. Don't care, don't care. Moving on. This next fight should have a bunch of good golds that I can push. So we're gonna push all the way up here. Look at this. I'm standing out of cover.
Come out and finish this.
Serious trauma detected.
Get a little bit armor regen there. And we're good to go. See, I was fully broke. I'm being a little bit more aggressive than I normally would be just to show the build off a little bit, and I'm still surviving. Right? So again, I usually come up here. This is how I would normally play it. But we're so close to max stacks anyway. It ain't gonna make too terrible amount of difference there. Get the majority of the enemies out of the way first. Look at that. Now you just melt. That's just skill damage there. Ow. I mean, come on. What is not to like about this? You just get so much bonus armor. I'm blatantly standing out in front of people. And they can't touch me. I am going to get my armor here. What is this? A holster with max explosive? Don't care. I'm almost there, so you're getting pretty much the full effect of it. But by the end of this, we will be, for sure. Restock real quick. Put this out. Put this out.
Scan the parts.
I mean... come on. Get us a little bit of fire ammo myself here, huh? Good job, little drone. Now that I have some trophies on the ground, we'll go pick them up. I think that's it, so we'll go scan some parts here. Actually, I want to scan this one back here, that way I'm closer to where the enemy spawned when I scan the last one. And look at how long my drones and turrets are staying active here. I mean, it feels great,
Link up
don't
with
you
them and we'll
think?
be done there.
Components identified.
They must be using the kits from the museum's collection. If they got rid of the warhead in case of propulsion, there wouldn't even be a guidance system to hit the White House or settlement.
Kinda goes without saying, but
Cancel
if
the
you see any
equipment.
missiles lying around, make sure they can never, ever be used.
There we go.
Database match indicates
Kill the
designated
rocket real quick. Bam.
That
Still haven't
was
used a
even
med kit,
missile
by the way.
Please Please neutralize that
Oh,
fucking
shit.
thing by any
No.
means necessary.
Restock the ammo. Thank you.
Damn it.
I am at full
Just ran
trophies now.
into those reinforcements. They need backup.
All right. Was not expecting you done that. Good. Good, 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 good. All right. I'm going to break out and go hunt real quick. Look at this. Look at this. And as long as you're picking up trophies, you should always have look at this. Oh god. I'm just base tanking this guy now. He breaks me. I kill him anyway. You just don't care. You just don't care. And it feels amazing. What is this? Don't care. Hardwire, don't care. Don't care. Ooh, another card. Alright. Let's take a look at the mission stats real quick. So, I ran that whole mission in 13 minutes and 52 seconds, which is quite a bit faster than my Headhunter build that I put out the other last week. I did 389 million damage and had a 55% accuracy, 90 kills. Let's see how much I did. 201,365,000 damage with my skills. Okay, so out of 389 million total damage, I did 201 million in skill damage. So this skill build is what it's supposed to be. I'm doing more skill damage than I am weapon damage. Right? I also tanked 18 million, almost 19 million damage, which is pretty solid. Means I'm out of cover a lot. I'm grabbing those trophies. I'm getting that regen of 5 million and 5.5 million rather, just healed to me naturally. With and again, my armor doesn't heal just because the game says no. My armor heals because of the way the build is set up. My armor, or the way I have this set up with the directives I'm running, will not regen if I don't have that 4% armor regen. And you saw, I was broken 3 or 4 times there, and it didn't seem to matter. I just kind of rolled away, let my armor come back a little bit, and my skills took care of the rest. So there you have it. That's my Foundry Bulwark skill tank hybrid build, not fully optimized as of right now. And I'm only at shade level 686. So, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Let me know if you want to see any other strange, weird, or even normal builds like I went through on my last Headhunter build. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for stopping by and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you on the next one.